Hello again, everybody. It is finally time to do this. My name is Nathan, or ELEMENTofFROST. Welcome back to yet another episode prediction video, the final episode prediction video for Fear the Walking Dead. As far as Season 1 goes, Season 2 is probably premiering next year. It's already been confirmed. So we're definitely getting a Season 2, which is very, very nice. But yeah, episode predictions for this week's upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This is Season 1, Episode 6, the season finale, entitled The Good Man. Yeah, it's finally time to do this. I've been trying to set some time aside in my busy day right now. I have a lot of things going on. To do this episode prediction video, I know I needed to get it out, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get it out, guys. We're going to review the promo that we actually seen. We have one sneak peek. Links will be down in the description below if you guys want to check them out. If you guys want to watch me basically review them and talk about them, then watch this video first. If you guys want to see the promo and the sneak peek, definitely go check it out. Link will be in the description below. But as always, guys, predictions and reviews do contain spoilers. I can't really predict an upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead without maybe spoiling a couple things from previous episodes. So, with that being said, let's get into the episode prediction, everybody. It airs this Sunday on AMC, October the 4th. Right now it's October the 1st. It's Thursday. Episode predictions always go up the Thursday before the episode airs. And let's get started, everybody. Alright, so synopsis for this episode goes as follows. As civil unrest grows, the dead take over. Travis and Madison try to devise ways to protect their families. That was weird to say that. I almost said Travison and Mattis. That's, yeah. Okay, we're just going to move on from that. But anyway, Travis and Madison try to devise ways to protect their families. And, well, we definitely see that in the sneak peeks and, well, in the sneak peek, fucking singular, and in the promo. So let's get into the promo real quickly first, guys. Shit's going down. There's one thing that I can take from that promo, is that shit is going down. Shit's hitting the fan, and this episode looks, by far, the most fast-paced, the most action-packed episode of Fear the Walking Dead that we will ever see up to date. And I cannot wait for it, guys. I believe it's going to be a very, very, very solid, really, really good episode. I liked all of them up until this point. There's been mixed reviews and stuff on them. Some people say it's going too slow. Some people say it's not going fast enough, which is too slow. I'm dumb. Some people say that it is going it's going just as fast as it should be, which that's me in my opinion. I think it's just going the right pace. It's not going too slow, it's not dragging out, but it's not going super fast either. It's not jumping into the middle of the zombie apocalypse like midway through the season. It's taking its time, and I like it. So we actually get to experience like civilization decaying and things like this, what would actually happen in real life if something like this were to strike. You know what I mean? Shit would hit the fan, but it would hit the fan slowly. You know what I mean? Like, it's not full. The world's not full of zombies. It's not full of walkers yet. It'll eventually will be, because we've obviously seen The Walking Dead. That's about almost 3 years into the apocalypse at this point. We know that there's an apocalypse. We all know that it doesn't all get cured because of the military and stuff like this. But it is always nice to kind of see other groups' perspectives on it. You know what I mean? That's why I've really taken a liking to this series. I really, really do enjoy it. I enjoy every single episode. But with that being said, this episode looks to probably be one of the most exciting and thrilling episodes yet, just judging by about a 30-second promo. So anyway, beginning of the promo, Daniel, Salazar, Travis, and Madison are, I assume, all in the basement. Travis is looking at the soldier that he kidnapped and tortured. I believe his name was Adams. If I do remember correctly, I think it was Adams. He was basically talking to Travis. Travis maybe looks to be turning a leaf on the way that he was thinking about, this torture method that Daniel was using on him. He did find out at the end of last episode that this plan called Cobalt, it's a code word for military evacuation and the termination of civilian threats, it's not good news, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're planning on literally exterminating everybody in that community. And since Travis learned that, maybe he's actually, shit, it was a good idea to torture him. Now we actually know what's going on and how to prepare for it. So he actually might be on board with it now. Who knows? He might not be fully on board, like, yeah, I'm going to kill him, I'm going to help you kill him. I doubt that, but he will probably turn the cheek. You know what I mean? And that wasn't some sort of a pun or anything. I'm just saying he's gonna turn his back on it. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, all right, do you think you kill him? I'm gonna look away. And he'll that's what he'll honestly probably do. So, anywho, Daniel's talking to them, basically saying, I think he's told us everything he knows. He's not really a use to us anymore. He's more of a burden than a use to us. And he pulls out a gun, and it looks like he's taking aim at him, man. I don't really know. That's what it looks like. It looks like he's just taking out his problem, I suppose. They got the information that they need from him. They don't need them anymore. Whether or not, Travis and Madison will let that happen, or whether or not they'll just let him go, stuff like that, who really knows? But they definitely will start to devise a plan in order to get out of this situation that they're in very, very safely. That I can imagine happening. That is what I predict happening. Moving on in the promo, tons and tons of things to talk about. Scene by scene, I'm not going to go over it all. It's just too much. But you guys can, like I said, check out the promo. Link will be in the description below, as I said before. But there's different things going on, man. Like Chris, for one, he's talking to somebody. We don't exactly know who. He's basically asking someone not to leave him there. He could be talking to his mother, saying, don't leave me in this community. He could be talking to his father, basically saying, don't let my mom, take her with me. I don't want to go with the soldiers, stuff like that. That could definitely be a thing. Because we see that actually in the promo. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But as far as that goes, yeah, we're not really sure who Chris is talking to. But that one of those two people is what I'm honestly assuming. I don't really see anything else coming from it. Any other character coming from that. So moving on now to Nick and what's his name? I don't remember the guy that was in the cell with Nick in the last episode that actually had the key to get out, and he wanted Nick to help him basically escape this facility that they're in, the facility that the soldiers and everybody are holding them at in the cages. It looks like their shit's going down too, man. It looks like their plan's gonna go down very, 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 very soon. He basically explains to Nick, all right, we're getting out of here. It's the time. And it looks to me like they're starting to open the gates, something like that. It's all hectic inside. There might have been a zombie outbreak attack, something like that, and they're trying to get out of Dodge very, very, very quickly. That definitely could be. Moving on to some other characters. Madison, for one, looks like she's probably running from something. It looks like she ran in some sort of a trailer or a van type thing. Could have been just a doorway to a house as well, but it looked mobile, in my opinion. But anyway, she runs into this, like I said, into a doorway, and as she's going up the stairs, something actually grabs her ankle. We don't know whether that's a walker or just someone trying to get her attention. I believe it's leading us to believe that it's a walker. Whether or not it actually is, I guess we'll just find out in the episode. So she definitely could be in danger. Hopefully nothing happens with that. I don't really see a major character death happening in the season finale. I could definitely be wrong. One of the characters that I would see honestly biting the dust right now is probably Liza, if I actually had to choose. Because judging what happens in the promo, it's going to be sort of a tearing families apart situation. And to get more into that sneak peek, well, let's just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off, guys. So Liza and the doctor that she's with, I still don't know all the new ones' names, so I do apologize for that. But the doctor that Liza is with in the facility, in the hospital, over in the military base, whatever they have going there, she's talking to her, and it looks like they're going mobile. It looks like they're just, taking up all the patients, getting them in vans, getting them on stretchers, stuff like this, and just moving them. It looks like this facility maybe is falling. Shit's going down. Probably the activation of Cobalt, which is obviously, like I said, the code word for the military evacuation of Los Angeles, and everything like that. Obviously, Liza doesn't know that includes the execution of innocent civilians, stuff like that remains there. So she obviously is not really on board with that, but she is talking to the doctor, saying, all right, since we're actually evacuating, I need my son. You promised me my son, and I want my son. And the doctor did reassure that she is going to get Chris, and basically, Liza was like, I need Chris in my family. And the doctor was like, what do you consider family, blood, or bond? And she didn't really know how to respond to that. Liza responded with, Chris needs his father. And the doctor replied with, yeah, sure he does, but his father's going to want Madison. Madison's going to want her kids, stuff like this. So it comes down to a point of whether or not Liza is going to want to take everybody or just Chris and her husband. But like I said, like the doctor said, Travis isn't going to want to go without Madison. I mean, I guess that in a way it could be persuaded for him to go with him because it is his biological son. Obviously, he's not going to really want to leave Madison behind or anything like that, and I don't think that he actually will, which leads me to believe that if I had to pick one character to die in this upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead, that it would be Liza. She's somehow maybe going to get caught in a crossfire. This is no spoilers or anything like that. Don't believe me. I haven't looked anything up. Like, don't think of that. This is literally just me predicting. If this somehow comes true, then I'm a fucking genius. But I think that maybe she's going to somehow get caught in a crossfire between the civilians fighting back, maybe, the resistance, if you will, fighting back against the military. Maybe that's what Travis and Madison are going to do. Maybe they're going to form like some sort of a resistance, sort of like Under the Dome, if you guys remember that show. Not really comparing that to that. Fear the Walking Dead, in my opinion, is, well, much, much better than Under the Dome. I really did enjoy Under the Dome, don't get me wrong, but that's not what this video is about. But if you guys watch Season 3 of Under the Dome, they developed like a resistance to the kingship and everything like that. And it was a fuck fest over there on Under the Dome. I'm not going to get into it. Anywho, that's what they could be sort of developing between the civilians and stuff like that. The people that are going to get executed when this Cobalt plan gets into effect. Maybe Madison and everybody actually talks to all the civilians. That definitely could be a thing. So that's why I think Liza maybe will bite the dust. I mean, it might not happen after all. Maybe Liza will just see the bad side of the military and just decide to go with her family and, go off into the desert like their original plan was. Who really knows what's going to happen there? But I do believe Daniel and everybody's going to find out that Griselda is dead. Obviously, I predicted that in an earlier prediction video for Fear the Walking Dead when she almost first got her foot smashed. I predicted that she was going to die by the end of the season, and, well, she died at the end of last episode. Again, spoiler alert. So yeah, other than that, guys, I don't really know what else is going to happen. That's all I can really predict from what we've seen so far. The synopsis, Travis and Madison try to devise ways to protect their families. Again, they could be forming some sort of a resistance. They could maybe get their hands on a military weapon cache, something like that. Maybe some of the soldiers, maybe they don't want to go through with this Cobalt plan. Maybe they provide the civilians with support, stuff like that. We've seen some of the soldiers in last episode, for example, that one kid. We've seen him kind of turn the other way, I'm not doing this anymore type thing. Some of them, we have to say that some of them might actually develop a conscience and, try to help. We don't really know. But that could definitely happen. Other than that, though, guys, I don't really know what else to predict, other than the fact at the beginning of this synopsis, it says, as civil unrest grows, which, again, could be the fact that Madison and Travis tell everybody that, what the plan for Cobalt is to evacuate the military and kill all the civilians. And it says, and the dead take over. That probably is not good, honestly. We've seen at the end of last episode that Daniel actually found that giant arena that Adams, or I think that's what his name is, Adams told him that they locked in 2,000 civilians inside of that arena. And, well, judging by the sound that, the doors made and stuff like that when Daniel was outside of the arena, judging by the sound of it, I don't really think they're civilians anymore. I think they're the dead. They're walkers, they're biters, they're eaters, whatever they're going to call them in this series. I don't really know if they're going to call them walkers. I mean, that would be, like, really unlikely, for one family in Atlanta to call them walkers, and then, this family down here, them call them walkers too. We don't really know what they're going to call them, so it'd be interesting to see. Maybe they develop a name for them, stuff like that, the dead. But yeah, maybe Daniel or maybe, you know, that maybe they devise a plan to let the dead out of the arena in order to possibly, you know, to dilute the population. Maybe they could escape that way. That would probably not be the safest idea, but it might be the only move that they actually have. You know what I mean? Let the dead take care of the soldiers, and, you know, obviously the civilians would escape. Obviously, the dead, you know, they don't really tell the difference between, you know, let's say, for example, you know, meat versus meat, basically, like chicken versus, you know, steak. In a way, you know what I mean? I know that was completely off topic, but steak being like the soldiers, chicken being the civilians, stuff like that. You know, while they're chomping down on the steak, you know, the chicken could run away. That was a really stupid, stupid way to put it. I do apologize for that, guys. If you guys get less smart, you guys lose your IQ by watching one of these prediction videos, I feel sorry. So, anywho, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't have anything else to predict from the promo and the sneak peek. They were both very, very good. The promo looks very, very intense. And it was only 30 seconds, man. I think it's going to be a great episode. Hopefully you guys are going to be tuning in. I am sure as hell going to be tuning in this Sunday, October the 4th, when the episode goes live. I cannot wait for it. Season 1, Episode 6, the season finale of Fear the Walking Dead, entitled The Good Man. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like the video or enjoy it, feel free to hit the video up with a like, share it with your friends. Tell me in the comment section below what else you guys want to see from me. Also, tell me down there what you guys think is going to happen in this episode. Share a few of your predictions, and we'll have a little mini discussion down there if you guys want to. And as always, guys, I want to remind you that my prediction video for The Walking Dead, that is right, not Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead returns next week. That is right, everybody. October the 8th, 1 week from today, I will be predicting the season premiere of Season 6 of The Walking Dead. I cannot wait for it, man. But, again, I cannot wait for Fear the Walking Dead either. So if you guys watch my episode predictions and reviews only, I will see you guys Monday on my review for Fear the Walking Dead, and then Thursday again for my predictions on The Walking Dead. Other than that, if you guys watch all my videos, I will see you guys tomorrow when Zur arrives in the tower. And that is pretty much it for now. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. See you later, everybody.